close now. Welcome to the night train. Welcome. All you people out there, this stuff will close down. Welcome to the night train. Welcome.
Everything come, I tell you that. Everything come, I believe ground. Everything come, I tell you that. Ice and fire, Obadiah, moonlight lovers, music lovers, moonlight lovers. Rub it up, like we nice it up. One looks up, must come back. All that they climb, the all that they fall.
All right. Come on out. Bring it. All right. Thanks for representing, brother. I guess we can all decide. You probably know what you want to talk about, and you're probably not going to like say anything over the top. So I'll let you speak. Here you go.
All right. I just want to say that cannabis is always medicine. You know.
Volume, turn it up. Turn to 11. All right. Hey, Ray, just point the speaker that way. There you go.
That cannabis is always medicine. You know, and I mean, I have ADD, and it's curing me right now to the point where I can talk to a person like a regular human being. You know, and whether you come home from a hard day of work and you smoke some weed, it's still medicine because you're relaxing yourself, you know? And I have a lot to say, but I'm really nervous right now, and I'm like really jittery and shit right now, but
you got it, man, you got it.
You got it. Take it slow, man.
But yeah.
What's some of your personal experience with legal law enforcement or anything you've ever had?
Actually,
You probably get hassled all the time.
no, not really, but I'll lay low and smoke in the house.
Yeah.
But,
Your mom and dad, how's your mom and dad feel about it?
actually, my mom, she used to smoke, but I feel like the pharmaceuticals have changed the way her mind works, you know, and she sees that I'm doing wrong, but I still do my schoolwork and I have straight A's, and I mean, I feel like if you smoke cannabis and you're lazy, and you're just lazy, you know, it binds you in any way, and
Well, thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate it, man, because it's people like you that are going to be our future to get these laws changed in this state. What's up? Well, come on, Bobby. Bobby's coming back. You guys don't want to hear Bobby. Bring it, Bobby. All right. I was sitting here listening to the last three people talking, and the main thing is getting more people involved. Since this year, I live in Scranton, Iowa, which is on the other side of Perry. It's an hour and 15 minutes here. This is the 7th time I've hitchhiked here this year for my medical appointments and for this. I walk 20 miles every time I get here. And I know all these guys here, they put their whole life into it every day, every day, every day. And it's a lot more people is needed. Just your voice, just talk to people, you know, because that's what's going to make the difference. And I was sitting here thinking, I'm getting ready to go back on chemo here in 2 weeks. Now, they told me that they will put me on pain pills, and they will also put me on pot pills. Yeah.
But medical marijuana is not legal, but yet they're going to give me pot pills, which is the derivative of boiled down pot.
Marinade.
Yeah, Marinade. How can they legally give me pot pills when it's not legal? I can't figure it out. But it takes all of our voices to keep pounding at them to get anywhere. And the sooner we get medical legalized, a lot of people will be helped. Thanks, people.
You want to say something?
All right.
I forgot I wanted to bring this up. Little did you know fact. The Iowa Constitution says if anybody is on their way to or from a polling place, you're going to...
Can I discuss this with my doctor? and said, now listen, I'm not going to be doing the hydrocodone, a.k.a. Valium. I'm not going to do the Oxycontin because I'm afraid of the addiction rate. Where I have smoked marijuana off and on for the 40-plus years of my life, and if I'm out, it sucks. But I'm not going out robbing people to get more. When I got more money, I'll get more. It's just, as far as I'm concerned, it's not an addictive drug. But when it can take away 6 prescriptions, 6 pills that I had to take every day, I think the pros outweigh the cons 1,000 to 1. You know, I'm standing up here. This is a requirement for me. I can't go any place without this. And if I don't have something to ingest, I don't leave the house. You know, I just can't leave because of the anxiety. Because, to be honest with you, after the accident, I'm afraid to be in vehicles now. And I have found out that if I smoked a blunt before I went for a ride, it's usually okay. And I didn't have to take those anxiety pills. So I believe that the medical marijuana is not only due, but it's necessary.
It's not a need, it's a must.
Correct. But what we need to do is stand up and do one thing. Vote. If you want to change anything, your vote does count because your vote is combined with everybody else's vote and that number grows. Yes, I do understand your argument about the electronic voting machines on how they can be fixed to where
they are fixed.
Results aren't what you put in. And I do understand that. That's why I have been an advocate for paper ballots. You know, a paper ballot. And it's just pretty simple. Number 2 pencil on a paper ballot. Check the box that you want to check and turn it in.
Can't hack that.
There's no hacking. There's no, you know, there's no way you can fraudulently make a extra count. You can't drop some and say, oh, well, they spelt the name wrong, which is the reason that they threw out 100,000 votes in Florida for a primary, because they spelt the candidate's name wrong. They threw it out. So we need to not only look at the medical marijuana, we need to join the 24 states that have the petitions for a continental Congress. We need 26 to make a majority. Once 26 are had, a constitutional Congress can be held. Well, guess what? Term limits can be put on these positions where Republicans and Democrats can't spend 40 years in office. I've always wondered why a candidate will spend $3.5 million for a $755,000 a year job. He's got to be getting something more out of it. Something that we don't know. But it's time to put term limits on the legislation so we can get the people out, we can get new blood that's in there, that realize that they don't have a political party or a special interest group behind them saying, well, we really want you to vote this way because, well, hey, how much did we vote? How much money did we give you for your campaign? So tit for tat, he votes the way they ask. Not what's good for his constituents, but what was good for his pocketbook so he could get reelected and serve another 2 years. So the medical marijuana, yes, is very important, But I think if we are going to do this, we need to change the government. We need to change and put term limits on these legislators so we don't have a Kennedy in the Capitol building for, what, 42 years before he died? I mean, that's ridiculous. The man never owned a business. The man never had a 9-to-5 job. He never had to work for a paycheck. All he had to do was walk around and talk, and they paid him. It's a good gig if you can get it, but how can you run a country if you've never done a business? If you've never lived on a 9-to-5 salary? Our country is a business. So that's the thing I want to promote is
1881.
To get this constitutional Congress to happen. And if it does happen, I think a lot of things will change in this country for the good. I'm going to quote Abraham Lincoln right now. This country is too strong to be destroyed by a foreign power, but it's not strong enough to be destroyed from within. And that is what we're doing right now. Is our country is slowly being destroyed. And in 20 years, I'm afraid to look across the country and find out what condition we're in. Because my daughter will be in her 20s, and she's the one that's going to have to pay for all of our mistakes. So, being an activist, you know, just don't be an activist for medical marijuana. Be one, but also be one for other causes too. If you're going to be there, make your time count. That's all I've got to say. Just make your time count. And like I said, if you want to start the revolution, all you got to do is use the vote that's in your hand. And if we have enough soldiers that vote, then no one can beat us. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. That was awesome, Alan. Thank you.
Next time you're in West Des Moines, stop by the House of Glass, located at 63rd and Grand, for all your glass and cannabis supplies. Enter the drawing this month for a piece worth over $250. Well lit and well managed, your one-stop shop. That's the House of Glass, 63rd and Grand, West Des Moines, Iowa.
If Obama wants to be Roosevelt, he has to end prohibition.
You heard it here on the Libra Lounge.
This is Rev Ray Green of Green Central Station, here to tell you to bring it live Sundays with Lively Libra and Mr. Libra, coming to you from a remote location in Iowa. It's the Libra Lounge, your pot and politics hangout. Be a lounger right here on the Normal Network. And remember, kids, do your homework.
Right here, Wednesday evenings, 7 p.m. Pacific.
The Libra Lounge.